Hello all, my name is Mars, and welcome back to the Séance of Blake Manor. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little nervous right now because this is probably going to be my last recording session for this game, and I'm not too confident in my ability to really solve this thing because I still have a few suspects. Some people I haven't eliminated. Like, my gut tells me it's Simon Coventry, but we still have been unable to eliminate Carmela Montavani or Father Sinnott and Master Blake, but we're gonna hopefully get a chance to talk to him soon. So I have a few Hail Marys in my pocket. Both Carmela and Father Sinnott, we have a few facts we have yet to unlock. And I've cross-referenced the list of facts we have for them with the facts about the culprit to see which ones we haven't confirmed for them. We don't know Carmela's religion, which I have a feeling we might have gotten if we had actually gone to the Catholic Mass. It would have told us, oh, she's Catholic. Apparently we also don't know whether she can use magic, but we do know that. We also don't know anything about her artistic ability, which is apparently going to be important, or whether she knows the grounds. It's still possible that dying very soon has her in mourning, but I don't know. At the very least, we can try to confirm her religion, maybe by asking her about Father Sinnott. And for Father Sinnott, the only thing we really don't know is his pre-Manor history with Evelyn Dean. So I think the first thing I want to ask is, I want to ask him about Evelyn Dean. Have you talked with Miss Dean recently? Not at all. She is one of the guests I have not yet met, though everyone else seems to have their little histories with her. Okay, so
believe, Father. Go with God, my child.
We have all of our facts for Father Sinnott. He had never met Miss Dean before he or she arrived. I don't know. Okay, so now we just need to see whether the culprit is good or bad at drawing. I guess that's what this all comes down to. If the culprit is good at drawing, it's probably Mr. Coventry. If they're bad at drawing, it's probably Father Sinnott. I also wanted to go to the drawing room where we can talk with Carmela, and the stairs are right there, Mars. What are you doing? And Marquess Blake. Because I feel like we should probably ask Marquess Blake about Mr. Coventry's relationship with his son. That's kind of sus, man. Do you not have any opinions on that? And I just want to try and squeeze whatever I can out of Carmela. Is the Marquess in here? Yes, he is.
Signor Ward.
Let's ask you about Father Sinnott. Have you met the father yet? I am a good Catholic girl. Of course I have met with him. How fortunate for us that if the seance does not go well, at least we still have one way to gaze upon the dead. That man needs some sun. Okay. So it didn't give us a fact, but we know she's Catholic.
Take her.
We know she has magic, and we know she's Catholic, even though neither of those are showing up as a fact about her. I still want to think it's not her because she's dying, but I don't know. What's the deal with Mr. Coventry? Did you know that Mr. Coventry has left all of his earthly possessions to Walter in his will? Has he? How unusual. I suppose he has no children of his own. He must have taken a shine to the boy. Still. Okay, so you didn't know about that. You're sussed out by that, too. Maybe, can we ask you about your son? I've not yet had the pleasure of meeting your son. Nor will you. With respect, sir, I do not think this event is suitable for him. Too many strange ideas for his young mind. It is bad enough that I have strayed down this path. If my wildest dreams come true and I see my wife, then I will be fit to deal with whatever that does to me. But he is just a boy. I fear what seeing her like that might do to him. Or not seeing her, that too would be hard on him. I would do anything to protect that boy, and so I have ordered him to stay in our residence until this whole ordeal is over. Okay. Can I ask you more? More about the boy? It must be difficult, your son's injuries. I am not sure which is worse, Mary's death or his injuries. To know so much of his life has been taken from him. He'll never ride a horse, nor dance with the woman he loves. Will he find love? Will it matter if he does? Or does the Blake line end with him? I would give anything, do anything, take any risk to undo what has been done to him, if that were an option. Your son, Walter, he keeps to himself? He is not best suited to a life in a hotel, but our private residence is large enough that he is never forced to face that reality. He can't have a sweet life. Would he have been different had the accident not happened? His mother was certainly more social than I. Perhaps he would have learned some of that from her. Okay, anything else I can ask you about? Might I ask, what actually caused the carriage accident? I suppose you might. It happened 3 years ago. Mary had taken the boy to Gofford for a treat to see the boats. I suspect there was no reason for it other than her good heart. A storm came in that day, quickly. The driver suggested they return to the manor before it became too severe. But they left it too late. The roads were muddy, the wind strong. A tree fell, and in his efforts to avoid it, the driver lost control of the carriage. It tumbled, and Mary was, well, she was gone. The driver, bless him, managed to pull Walter out and carried him back to the manor. The driver succumbed to his own injuries a few hours later, bleeding out. No doctor could get here in time to save him. That this happened on October 31st, is not an irony that is lost on me. Although it is entirely coincidental. Okay. Okay, I can't ask anyone but him about the Blake Manor. Okay.
If you'll excuse me.
Of course.
I feel like we're not gonna really get anything more out of any of these characters, so we really do not have a choice but to go to the silent dinner. Oh boy. So we gotta go forward a couple hours. I'm gonna make a save. A hard save just in case. I want to go back and do something. I gotta remember it was in the drawing room. Alright. And then the silent dinner in the dining room. It feels bad. It feels bad to skip an entire hour, but it's what I gotta do. Alright. I suppose the time really would be a pressure if you didn't know what you were doing. Which, granted, I didn't for a lot of this game, but...
Mr. Ward, will you be joining the silent dinner?
I have no choice.
A
Yes.
reminder, sir, that the silent dinner is different to the other meals. Silent being the operative word here. No talking, please. Unless you'd like to upset our guests. And they're unnerved by staring, so none of that. Secondly, there will be no staff. We'll be having our own meal in the servants' hall, though of course your food has already been prepared. Thirdly, I've been told to impress upon you that this is a deeply spiritual event. If you feel the need to leave, that's fine, but don't disturb anyone.
If the staff are not going to be here, then when's Mrs. Joyce going to give me the key?
That should be all, if you'll allow me to show you to your seat.
Oh, God. Whew. Whew.
Ghosts?
These are all people we know have lost someone. That's probably Laura. That's Mr. Lau. With quarantine, that could literally be anyone. Because she's lost so many people.
Lord save me. I cannot get used to this. Laura? She returned for this, despite being freed. Mrs. Lau's husband.
Mary.
Is that Mary Blake? Why is she facing away? Alexander Quinn? Eamon?
I mean, we knew it was going to happen, but still.
I did not think that you could actually could have actually.
Oh boy.
I suppose I shouldn't stare. Varley said it upsets them. Then, I suppose, all there is to do is eat.
Haha.
What is this? There is a key here. The note reads, Blake residence now. Mrs. Joyce, I assume. Perhaps it's a good time to investigate, since the Marquess and most of the guests appear to be here.
Okay. Oh boy. Alright. So the question now is, do we go to the Blake residence up here or via the basement? Because there is an entrance up here. If I can find it. There it is. Oh boy. I'm not gonna run. I feel like I shouldn't run. I will use detective vision though. Basement annex, entrance hall. I mean, we'll check down here first. Just in case there's anything interesting. No. Okay. There wasn't. I did worry that I was going to miss something by coming in upstairs instead of through the basement. But looks like we didn't. Alright. There's less than 1 hour to the séance. Entering the Blake residence is the point of no return. Are you confident in the knowledge you have gained about the culprit and suspects thus far? I mean, what else am I gonna do? I'll proceed. I have a hard save. It'll be fine. What is going on in here? It's all boarded up? Mrs. Joyce was right. Things are not right here. Oh, look at the clock. Is this fresh? Okay. They've been turned to face the walls. Drafts of invites for a handful of participants. Only O'Finn, Dean, and Montavani's names are here. Nothing in here. These papers, the scrollings on them are largely indecipherable and many pages are ruined from liquid being spilt on them. Gather mystics. Séance will channel their life energy. Psychic jolt. When the veil is at its thinnest, open the portal. Wake the god from its sleep. Each letter S has been drawn over in red ink. What fact did we learn about Jonathan Blake? It seems Marquis Blake was focused on only inviting a handful of participants, but why these 3 people specifically? Don't need to look at the glass. What state of mind was he in? What state of mind is he in? This must be to allow Walter Blake to move between floors. A defaced family portrait. I can't go into any of the locked rooms. It is nearly empty. The statue has been blindfolded. Somebody did not want anyone, anything, watching them. A portrait of the Blake family. There's another one of these in the atrium, if I remember correctly. They look quite similar. Why are there gates here, and why are they locked? Oh boy. The lab? Jars full of human organs and animals preserved in strange fluid. Ancient scrolls of dark magic. The dilution of generations. A smear would not be enough to open the gate. Not a drop could be wasted to ensure success. Then a note. The blood must be fresh. They cannot perish before exsanguination. A range of scientific equipment, but I cannot make out the specifics of the experiment, if indeed these all relate to the one project. Schematics for some kind of machine that harnesses lightning to some end. Part science, part occult. An attempt to marry the two? I can't begin to imagine what this represents. Whatever meaning this may have, it's lost on me. I don't understand the text as a whole, but some parts of this grid have been circled. Phrenology book? Jeez. Schematics for the machine in the atrium. It seems to be measuring the collective psychic energy that will be available to harvest at the Séance. I shudder to think what that means. Perhaps that is why it is placed so centrally, though I cannot claim to understand how this device actually works. A note says, we need as much as possible to wake him so we can use the blood to open the gate. Handwriting of a different style replies, we do not need everyone present, but the ritual will be unstable with less. If everyone attends, it will overload the conduits, but everything else will go more smoothly. Their demise would save us a task. Work on distilling power from blood? A periodic table with the names, abbreviations, and details of the elements. I wonder if these are related to the ring numbers in the mathematics book. Okay. Let's skip this. 74, 53, and 26. 74 W I wife. Okay. Wife. The gate is sealed by 3 locks, each requiring the blood of the Milesian who locked it. It looks to be a sort of lineage map. It starts with 3 names from long ago: Aberfin, Emergin, and Aramon. It works its way down then to modern times. At the bottom, many names are struck out, but 2 are circled: Evelyn Dean and Donald O'Finn. The 3rd lineage has been erased after the name Granny Emergin. Who is the 3rd bloodline? We need to work that out. If this is related to the disappearing guest, then who is the 3rd line? Alright. Financials. Blueprints of the grounds. It seems he was looking for something hidden here. Nothing in the bin. Books on magic and fringe sciences. A very different selection to the library in the hotel. Phrenology bust. The top of the head is separated into many segments, each with letters on them. They seem to press inwards. I wonder why. Oh, they've got, wife. They're all, elemental symbols. Are the floorboards shaking? Secret tunnel! Secret room. Let's go. Is this a shrine to Mary Blake? I don't think that I should touch anything in here. Okay. I literally can't touch anything in here. Okay, that leads us back to the entrance hall. An account stating that he had once taken the fort here. Once he had taken the fort here, Edward Blake forced himself on the chieftain's daughter. Her name was Grandeur Emergent, and she bore him a son. Thus was the Blake line carried on, intertwined with the people of this place. There is no record of what happened to her after her birth. The letter P has been scrawled across the page with red ink. The Blake family are descended from the sorcerer rulers of the Milesians. So I'm guessing Walter is going to be the last one taken. Looks like one branch of the family has been erased. I cannot make out any names, but from this, they would be the cousins of the Marquess. Does this mean Jonathan and Walter are not the last of their line? Okay. Empty bedroom. Books on Irish mythology, magic, and the old ways. Sections on Tir na Nog have been circled. That's the land of eternal youth, the Irish afterlife. We will send that thing through the portal in exchange for Mary. The letter Y has been repeatedly circled in red ink. SPY. Spy? A simple projector with the lens cap still on, but it doesn't have any slides. Just light. Am I missing something? Okay, we need slides. There could be something interesting in here. Oh, great. Nothing of note in the wardrobe. Oh, a note? It's a listing of all Blake family birth records, with all the names marked off but two. Jonathan Blake and Walter Blake. Across the page is scrolled, "It must be." Has Blake been sleeping in here? Alright, nothing else to interact with in here. We need a safe code. Alright, we can't go past the elevator. That's the master bedroom. There's probably interesting stuff between these gates. I don't know. Where else am I supposed to go? Go past the creepy shrine again. Is there something I missed in here that could help me? Jars, records, books, jars, notes. Personal records, including various journals and other accounts over the years. An assortment of chemicals and poisons. Records of experiments. I'm not knowledgeable enough to wholly make sense of them, but they seem unorthodox. Okay. Nothing else in here. There wasn't another door in the empty bedroom, was there? Okay, that's how we get... Can we use the elevator? No, apparently not. Okay, locked door. Front door. I'm not entirely sure what I'm supposed to do. Where is Walter Blake anyway? SPY? Perhaps the letters I found scrawled in red ink have something to do with the safe's combination. Okay, maybe this is a periodic table thing again? Let's see, are there SPY on this thing? There's an S, there's a P. Is there a Y? I kind of doubt there is. I don't know enough about the periodic table. Ah! A Y. 39. So, 16, 15, 39, maybe? 16, 15, 39. Okay, yeah, it's the Shrine to Mary Blake. Left. 16, 15, 39. It opened. A pile of projector slides. And this stone with a hole carved in the center. Why would this be in the safe? The note says, these hagstones will keep us safe during the seance. Make sure Walter has one. I may take one too. Odd stone. It feels oddly warm in my hand. What could its purpose be? They seem to show constellations, but what do the stars hide? Okay. Alright. Add slides. Does time still matter? Stars? Is there a pattern hidden among the stars? I'll adjust the dials and see if a solution will make itself clear. I've seen this before, in my dreams. I wonder. It's a sigil. And I don't remember how to do it. No. That's how. It's really simple. Don't overthink it, Mars. Oh boy. I wish I hadn't expected that. What are you hiding, Marquess? What is he hiding? I'm scared. I seem to be in an empty closet. The wall has sealed itself up. There's no going back. Somebody's coming. Mr. Ward? Oh, that's me.
My boy, it is time. I know this is hard for you. But think of your mother. Your sacrifice will bring her back to us.
Oh god, he's gonna sacrifice his son. I knew it.
Bring you back to me. Your chair gone. Your voice restored. You will not be dead for long. I promise.
Sorry to interrupt, sirs. They're ready for you at the séance.
Yes, of course.
What on earth?
He's gone already.
Oh, young master, you look so smart. His mother would be so
What the hell?
proud.
She will be, yes. We had best get moving. Time, as they say, waits for no man.
There is no Walter.
The chair was empty, but both the Marquez and the housekeeper spoke as if it wasn't. Were they under another spell? Is Walter Blake even real? Oh, he must be. I've seen his portraits in the manor.
Fact uncovered about Marquess Blake. He is under the same spell as the staff. Okay. Strewn about as if they've been used, but absolutely pristine. Little of interest. I don't think it's ever been played with. Okay, we don't need to look at, like, everything in here. These meals are untouched but cold. But they're fresh, prepared earlier today. A collection of short stories for small children, each imparting a biblical lesson. It looks completely untouched, and yet it's lying on the floor as though it's just been read. Nothing in the nightstand. A stuffed bear that looks as though it's never had the joy of being held. A painting of Mary Blake. Yeah, of course. Its polish isn't even scratched. Alright, we don't need to look at everything in here. It's all just... He's not real, it's never been used. What do I still need to do? I still need to investigate the Blake residence. So that's the nursery. Yeah, but there is no Walter Blake. Okay, there must still be something I've missed in here. Okay, everything is just telling me the same thing. That it's never been used, never been opened, never been... If there's nothing else to show me in here, then fine. That portrait, I wonder. What about it? Mary Blake, her expression is unhappy.
The young master is here, but... No.
Haha!
Wait. This paint is different. It's fresher. Newer. Somebody has added him to the picture and altered the mother's arms to hold him. He isn't real. He is a fabrication that the Marquess and the staff seem to believe is real. But why?
What else? He looks younger here and more content. There's a glint of something missing from his expression. Hunger? Sorrow? I cannot tell. Hypothesis unlocked. They can paint. Alright, first of all, I need to... Okay, I need to eliminate you. Because you ain't real, kid. Alright, Blake residence. Think. Jonathan Blake intends to sacrifice his son to resurrect his wife, but Walter Blake isn't real.
Walter Blake seems to be a shared hallucination between at least the staff and the Marquess. But the paintings of him, they are very real. He has been freshly painted in over original paintings. It's a very good forgery. I only realized when I knew to look for it. How can that be?
The culprit is a skilled
This level
painter.
of replication, not just here but in all the portraits, suggests the culprit is an expert artist. I have picked up another fact about the culprit. I wonder if there's anyone I could eliminate as a result. And if not, what
Well, there's no investigating left to do.
Learn
We'll
some useful
do
facts
Declan.
about the suspects.
Oh boy. Walter Blake is not a real boy, but some form of mass hallucination that the Marquess and staff are experiencing. This ritual, it doesn't seem like anyone is going to survive. It's also my last chance to find and save Evelyn Dean. I need to get out there and stop it. I can tell there is a ritual that requires the blood of Blake, Dean, and O'Finn to work, and the Walter Spectre exists to act as a proxy in Blake's mind as he spills his own blood. Okay. Well, we know that it's not Father Sinnott, and I'm guessing it's not Miss Mantovani. It looks like it's you. I don't know why. And I don't know if you can use magic, that's the thing. Stop the ritual. I must get to the Grand Séance ritual and stop it from proceeding. And what's this? Stop the Séance. Something terrible is going to happen. I must stop it. How do I get out again? This way.